welcome back. Wow, there's nothing here but sand. So this is a desert. I've heard sailors talk about them before, but it's my first time actually seeing one. Now that you mention that, I've heard sailors talking about them too. Don't want to be left out. They said that the Nasser deserts are so hot, if you walk around in the sun too long, your hair catches on fire. Ah! Oh. D::. Stone that falls from the red moon gave off a great deal of heat and is too hot for most planets to survive. That's right, Vice. Period. You just made that up. But, what? You don't know what that means? Nah, she's Canadian. They still haven't worked past the currency system of sticks and pine cones for trade. Oh, sorry. It's an ongoing joke that I have. It's really not even all that funny, but it's just an ongoing joke. It's normal. According to the map, there's a city nearby called Maramba. I'm too old for this. I agree. Of all of them right now, Jack seems to be my favorite. That's probably the city there. Alright, folks. We are probably going to make this a grinding video, because Lord knows we need to get her leveled up. So, grinding time. Why is it in these games you can never find random battles when you want them? That was ironic. Bugs? Yeah. Here goes. I guess I shouldn't have attacked all the same one. Let's see, what time am I at? Yeah. I meant real world time, actually. Call allies. Well, stuff like that oh, miss. About to say, it generally gets us a lot more experience. Go, little spermy! Meaners!
That was easy.
I agree, Vice. That was easy. I may even have to do some off-camera training. Although, you know, I thought about the same thing in Mass Effect 2, and for, whatchamacallit. Have my brain really fried? For mining videos, but people really do seem to like it. So, I'm going to talk about something interesting. Games on the horizon, and who knows, by the time you see this, I might even already be playing these games. But, The Witcher 2 actually looks really, really good. Bit of a sleeper hit, really, because not a lot of people are talking about it, but check out some videos on it. I'm really... I would say of all the games coming up, including Dragon Age 2, I'm more looking forward to The Witcher. The Witcher just, well, I really enjoy the books, too. But... Damn it, you suck, old man.
Over there!
Go, little spermy! But it really does look... The hell, I can't hit it. It really does look very interesting. It seems to be they wanted to make a lot of changes from the first game. I know the first game for a lot of people wasn't the best, but it really does look like they've added in all new elements of it. The element of stealth. There's just so many ways to get from point A to point B. And to me, that's always a really, really good sign of a solid RPG, especially of today's RPGs. I mean, it does still have a story to it that apparently is supposed to be very good too. You know, that's what the trailers are always going to say. But you know, it does look like it has a pretty good storyline. It's just going to be a matter of how do you get through it. That's one of the things I've always hated about, like, the Fallout 3 and Oblivion, the Bethesda era, is that, I mean, I know I'm going to get flack for it, but the storylines in those games were so god-awfully bad. They weren't even close to entertaining. And, you know, I'm kind of the dork that loves my stories. It's why I really miss Squaresoft. I mean, everything they used to touch was gold. When you get games like, oh man, you got Nom there. When you... Super Mario, how do you make an RPG out of Super Mario? But anyone who's played it will probably agree that Super Mario RPG was an incredible game. I mean, it was a really, really good game. But I mean, the PlayStation 1 years were such a highlight for the Squaresoft company. Just, it seemed like every game they touched was incredible. Now today, I mean, I can't think of the last fun Squaresoft game I played. I mean, I hate the Final Fantasies now. And I really do think a part of it is the graphics, that we've invested so much into trying to make great graphic games that that's all that matters. There's no real point in anything else, and that's, sadly, that's what sells. And it's kind of the same thing too. I mean, I really do feel like the internet has heavily impacted some of these games. Because, I mean, the real challenge in games now is multiplayer. The single player almost seems to be afterthoughts. That, you know, well, people are just going to fly through this anyway. I mean, we just game facts it through and, you know. I'm very concerned about the video game industry and where it's going. I mean, I really do feel like everything has to turn towards trying to make these multiplayer headshot, blood exploding everywhere, and, you know, in substitute of an actual really engrossing storyline. And I mean, thankfully BioWare has managed to constantly keep pumping out great games. Obviously, Dragon Age was, I thought, fantastic. It still, to me, isn't as good as Baldur's Gate 2. And I think what I really liked about Baldur's Gate 2 was just... I can't imagine how many hours went into that game. I mean, when you think about... If you've never played the game and you enjoy, I guess, the Western RPGs of Dungeons and Dragons type stuff, I highly recommend checking it out. It's, as I said, if you don't understand the Dungeons & Dragons 2.0 system, it's going to be a little bit frustrating. I mean, if you don't understand THAC0, to hit armor class 0, if you don't understand, I don't know, 1d4, 2d6, 1d8, what that means and everything like that, you might find it a little bit difficult. But, oh my god, it is just such an incredible game. Especially, I mean, to me, you always have to look in the context of things. And if you look at when it was made, and, you know, how it's gone from there, it's incredible. See, I kind of consider these grinding videos like my podcast stuff. This is a chance to me to spill my thoughts. Oh, shoot. Well, looks like we are going to that town.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, does she revive at the end of battles? I can't remember. I know she doesn't get oh, she does come up. She doesn't get experience, and the whole reason we're doing this is to experience her, but... She's got no friggin' hit points. Fail. Another thing that I've wanted to see in games, and it seems like they're afraid to do it, is I want to see an evil game. I want to play an evil protagonist, and it can't be funny, and it can't be like a side storyline. Like, yes, you can play an evil character in many games, and you could be a total badass, you know, blah blah blah. But I want to play a game where the storyline is developed around being evil. And I can't think of a single game. And I guess, too, I should clarify that a fantasy-type game. I know that there's, like, your Grand Theft Autos and crap like that, where I guess you're a bad guy. But, like, I want to play a real fantasy one where you... And it seems like when they do stuff like that, you know, there's, what is it, Overlord or something like that, I think, where, like... But it's more comical. It's not really a serious, dark, evil game. But I feel like no one would be willing to make that risk. I mean, obviously, it's a very risky thing to make an evil game. And I'd love for a company to take that risk and have your character... There is no good path, so to speak. I always hated those. I mean, a lot of the games, yeah, you could be good or evil, but, I mean, let's face it, the evil path generally is nowhere nearly as developed. And a lot of times, too, the evil path is not the slightest bit interesting. It's just, I'm gaining power. I'm going to slaughter puppy dogs and kill baby children. There's no real thought behind it. And to me, that would make such an interesting game. To play as, you know, a character that wasn't a good guy. But granted, that's just me. But as I said, I mean, I can think of examples of games that are comical, and I can think of examples of games that are, I guess, like the multi-path type. I mean, even Dragon Age, you can play evil, but like Knights of the Old Republic, there's an evil path, there's a good path. In Fable, there's really no storyline to that, but you can be evil, you can be good. I mean, I'm talking about a very in-depth game where you have to be evil. Oh, there's timer. Alright, folks, I'm gonna end this... Oh, please, this is it.
Yeah.
As always, folks, thank you very much for watching, and tune in the next episode. Thanks for watching, folks.